About me, very simple. I'm a digital product and project manager. In '96, I was excited by internet, mobile, Java. I jumped on it. And in 2013, I was intrigued by blockchain. 14, I say, okay, I want really to go there. And I crowdfunded Deckbound. There's the guy here. Spell of Genesis, Beyond the Void. So from the beginning, and then I joined the company. So by EverDreamSoft, I was the product owner for a period. We moved more to Agility Scrum for the game Spell of Genesis. You can see it's a card game with the part arcade, and we had as well a mobile gaming wallet. So it's a collection app when you can see the token in your wallet, but with the attribute of the game. And this is working with different game and collection. In Book of Swords, we have 15 elements. So this is what you see, the game with some cards, and here another game, Force of Will. And with this example, already we did it, that some of the cards of Force of Will are already as well playable in Spell of Genesis. So we make this multi-game possibility with the same asset. So really the core of what we believed at this time in 2014-15 when we make the crowd sale of the bit crystals, or cryptocurrency, it was not an ICO, the term was not coined, is the true ownership of the digital items. So you can give it to someone, you can trade, you can sell, you can buy this token. They are completely in the hand of the player. And they are unforgeable. It means you can define how many of these tokens, these cards, like 400, and it is locked. And with that, you can prove the scarcity, and the people are ready to buy it. So the numbers, as part of this talk, is, it was last month, so we have already 10,000 blockchain cards traded in the mobile gaming wallet by the people peer-to-peer. So the first insight is why and which blockchain for a game. So it was a good talk from Garrett yesterday, but it's really, a blockchain game is a game. You need a good game design, a good game, and you need the user. So really, it's a user first. Nothing has changed. Then is really to define, okay, what do I want on the blockchain? Is it some gaming element that I put on the blockchain? Do I want to put some gaming mechanics or some rules related to the gaming element, or perhaps a leaderboard? You define that. And then for the questions of which blockchain, if you want, I cannot follow. Nobody in our company can follow all the blockchain and the white paper and everything. So our approach is we take the proven one, the one that are stable. At the beginning, it was Bitcoin, simple and robust. Other qualitative, we use the counterparty, so it's simple and robust. And the next one, we will do with Ethereum. There are other aspects, but it's difficult to choose. One important aspect is the community behind it, as a user, as developer. I will go further for the problem for the virtual good markets. No true ownership, fraud, hacking, loss to fraud. The trading card game market is huge. We know it, Hearthstone, the digital collectible as well. So it's very interesting. And it's true, card games are good because with the scarcity, people are ready to collect and pay for that. So what we did is the true digital ownership. They can trade the cards. They can blockchainize the cards. This is something new we did last December. In our game, you can play normally without the blockchain. Then you have the in-game element cards. And if they are, in our case, level up, maximize, you can put it on the blockchain. So you really have that. This is a level up card. You can blockchainize. We make that you can blockchainize only 3 cards per month. The first time is against soft currency. Second, third time against hard currency. And the difference is visually the blockchain card in our game has the blue crystals, but it means really I can play, invest time or money with in-app purchase, have an element, and then I can put it, I will say, out of the game, in my wallet. I can do what I want with that. People are ready to pay a lot for that. So our strategy card is really important. There are only 200. So we have a market cap of 2 million and at the highest, $10,000. They are ready to pay as well for the blockchain card. So this card was really something you have in your game, put on your wallet, and more than $400. And people like digital art made by Illustrator, made by the user-generated content, and in our case, before the launch of the game. So we were, with the crowdfunding, we had something around $350,000 in 2015, it's good. But we produced cards, and a lot of these cards were allegory of the blockchain project, and even before launching the game worldwide, we sold for the same amount of the card. So if we discuss about ICO, there are alternatives. Alternatives are just, you produce your gaming element on the blockchain, and you sell it step by step or not when you are creating the project. So the blockchainization number, we have first the number of blockchain cards of Spellgenesis, that was more than 20,000. When we make the blockchainization, the first month, more of 230. And July 3rd, so we have more than 2,000. So I suppose today 2,500. The proportion with the card, let's say, produced at the beginning on the blockchain and sold, make something around 10–12%. We have to balance it. All game is about balancing. A blockchain game is just, you have additionally to balance the blockchain element, the blockchain monetization, and we will see, I would say, the blockchain segment of the people buying a cryptocurrency or buying your blockchain asset or playing your game. So this is the hunt for crypto players and not speculators. It's a difficult subject. So we notice that we have blockchainers. They participate to the ICO. They have money. Some don't play the game or use the product. Remember, at this period, we were one of the cool projects in blockchain. So we have a huge success by the blockchainer, but it's true there are some, it's just for investing. Some people, they buy the cards, they never play because of the art or just because that was the blockchain project. Then you have the gamers. Normally, they like the game, they bring value to the game. So we notice that the intersection, we call it the blockchain gamers, they are important. So they bring value to the product and they spend money on it. And we have the numbers. Basically, they spend 7 times more than the normal players. And some now, as well, they are making in-app purchase because they can blockchainize. In the same area, we try to do more, so we make a survey. The survey is available on bitcrystals.com. Interesting is the barrier. Personally, I think the usage of the wallet and the buying cryptocurrency to buy the gaming asset is a barrier that we have to work on. So sometimes I don't have the money, and it's too complex, intimidating. So this is a barrier we have to try to remove and working on the UX of the wallet, but for all the information training that the people feel secure to do the steps to buy these elements. More interesting because it's more different value. how much money have you spent on blockchain-based game asset? So there are people is just 100, so a few, and the others, they are more than 500. Well, some of them are really whales. They want to have the whole collection. They pay incredibly a lot. So this is very interesting. Last one I selected is not so defined, is why do we want to do that? The ownership of digital game. Because we know some people are interested, but how important is it? It's really key. So they can trade freely on the blockchain. They have this feeling to own the items. And then the last one, they can convert the digital items to the blockchain inside the game that play. So what we started with the blockchainization had a value, and you can use in different games. So our Spell of Genesis cards, we have more than 20 in a lot of different games. We use it during ICO of other games because they ask us for support. We make swap of token, possibility to buy with BitCrystal directly, but we made common cards. It allows that the cards have more value because usable in more games, but make discovery of the new game. The new element is a kind of segment from blockchain type affinity. I worked in the IT since years. There are people say this language is more important, this operating system. In blockchain, you notice there are people that say this is the right blockchain, this is the other one. So it's important to attract, I would say, more players in their blockchain community. They are really people, they are tied to a blockchain community. As I say, we have to lower the barrier of the UX wallet and perhaps give the choice of blockchains. So the same way we had and have further the Book of Orbs that was on Counterparty and Bitcoin Network, we are working on Casa Tucan. It's a gaming wallet, it's a collection app that runs both blockchains, both gaming elements. And you can see all the transaction, and there is a dApp browser. So it's responding to the market needs of the people. They want to be in this kind of blockchain community, the blockchain behind it. Personally, I made a private project in a content collection, and I say, okay, the half will be on the Counterparty blockchain, and the second half will be decided next year on another one. And then the guy say, is this one? And then I say, it's not decided, but I saw his eyes were brilliant. But at the end, what's important later is to own the token. It's not the technology behind it, but we are at a period when it has its importance. So next for us, further working on this gaming wallet collection app, when there are a lot of app collection, a lot of player users. We have 15 currently. We will add 2 soon, and with Casa Tucan a lot more. So the value of all the collection is very big. This is what we are working for. And we have another game in the pipeline working with Counterparty and another one with Ethereum. So we made always that. We have the game, so we understand completely what it is to make a game and what to make a blockchain game. And then we bring this possibility to put together players, users with game company and their product, the game. The Inside 5 is the user-generated content. So for those that know the RARPP, it's a meme. I produced 6 of them. It's very funny. The advantage of user-generated content is a company producing card, there's just one entity, basically, that makes the marketing of this card. It's the company. If you make an ICO, the community of the ICO or the people buying the cards. But with user-generated content, all the creators, they push the marketing for this collection, and it could be huge. And the RARPP, the value was almost the same as our cards in the game. So sometimes provocative, I say, we build the game to partially give value to cards, but the community is there to create and give value. This one, in January in New York, was on stage, auctioned for $39,000. Violating 2 copyright, the Homo Pepe additionally. Huh? So for me, it's the end. The bonus, there is a survey. You can check the QR code, and if you finish that, we will send you the Magic Assembly. It's a card playable in our game.
You want to put the slide back up for the card? Do you want to put the slide back up for the card as well?
Yeah.
No, put the slide back so people, if people want to get the card. There we go. Yeah, people want to get that one. Okay. So, we have any questions for Nicolas? We have David there. Remind us who you are.
David Mason at Rovia. My question would be, if you go back to the previous slide, sorry for the people who want the free content, but in this case, how do you manage the user-generated content when they're playing with IP that you clearly have no ownership of and could be sued very heavily over?
Okay, so this collection, it's not from us, but you're right, there's the problem of the IP. In this case, the RPP Foundation, RPP Directory, you create the token, you create the image, you send them to propose to them, and they accept to say that it's a RAR PP certified, and it's in the collection. And so far, I don't think they exclude cards, all the cards that are perhaps IP problem. It is not the case, but I didn't hear about IP problem. In internet, the meme, the geek culture is about it. The difference here is just it's put on a token, and yes, it's exchange or sell. But I don't have the history that there was a problem. It's always I'm coming from Switzerland, so we know about fake watches and everything. There were people say, you should not criminalize your customer. The same we say with Napster, the major for the music. They were criminalizing the fan of the things. Legally, you're right. Practically, for now, there's no problem because every image that someone take and rearrange in a certain context, which is like publishing in social media, is making indirectly the publicity, advertisement. Now, for this one, it's new. I have no news that that was a problem till now. It's borderline.
Yeah. Well, I think it is. I mean, Rare Pepe has this kind of art kind of atmosphere around it as well, so it kind of maybe has a bit more
and they are
ability
now established
to get away with stuff that maybe a more commercial company would get sued for. Anyone else? No. I had one question actually. So you've announced you're doing. I probably got the pronunciation wrong, but a table is your
the game at table. Yeah, it's the Ethereum-based project.
But you're doing another Bitcoin, another BitCrystal-based game as well, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
The other one is made with internship student in Paris, and we are in, by Ubisoft startup program. So we have another game. It's Soap Arena.
Mm. Keep him busy then. Good.
Yes, perhaps a lot of products, but they make sense together. That was the case. Okay.
Good. Lovely. Thank you.
Thank
Nicolas.
you.